Before you all get too excited, this is not a return of the series or anything. I'm currently learning how to color grade and use LUTs for video, and because of that, I need footage to work with. So, doing the two birds with one stone thing. All right. Today I want to talk about quitting and feeling like a failure and devastation and those kind of things, because this past weekend was my biggest race event. I was taking on a Spartan Ultra, which pretty much meant for this particular race there was going to be 30 plus miles of distance and 74 obstacles that I would have to complete. I want to talk about failure because that's how I felt after it. There was this, I'm not going to say freak storm that came through, but there's this single day of rain that swept across the Midwest, South, pretty much mid-southern area of the United States. This past weekend, the day before it was really nice. It was sunny. The weather was perfect. It was warm. And the day after it, was sunny and not as warm as the Friday before, but it was warm. And it just so happened that on the day that I was supposed to race, that rainstorm came through, which meant it was constantly raining all day in low 50-degree temperature, which dropped especially when it started heavily raining, just because the air cools off and that's how weather works. So pretty much what happened is I contracted the early symptoms and early signs of hypothermia, and because I didn't have any adequate protection to change into for my second lap, and it was cold and just didn't have a place to warm up in between, I decided to end my race and not complete the Spartan Ultra. My biggest race of the year, the race I was looking most forward to, the race that I was working hardest for and preparing for. I ended it after the first lap, which meant I ran 15 miles, still had 15 miles to go, and did not complete. It was really hard to do that, but choice was made for my health and my health, pretty much. And pretty much I just want to talk about that it's okay to quit and not feel bad about it and not think about it, and not sit on this feeling of failure or unaccomplishment, because it might hit you right after, but what's important is that you tried, you put yourself out there, you went out and did something, and that you can learn from this experience. I'm still new to this running thing, especially running in different temperatures, and I don't, and running in any kind of sports thing is because of money and having to buy gear. You collect it over time. So I don't have adequate gear. Now I kind of have an idea about what I might need to get, or other things that cause me stress, because I'm a tiny person, and for whatever reason, clothing brands don't make quality equipment for small people, or it's very few and far in between and hard to find, and just a pain in the butt. But aside from that, what I'm taking away from this is I did it. I know what I need to change in the future. It didn't make me not want to try and run an ultra again. I still want to run one. I know I'm more than capable of doing it. I just need to do it in temperatures that I'm more equipped for. But just like the big message, don't be too hard on yourself, because it's okay. It's okay to quit. And anyone who says that it's not okay, like with anything, if anyone says anything to you, their actions tell you more about them than it does about you. And it means that most likely they are more ashamed, or they had something sitting or writing on your performance and are feeling like it's saying something about them. We are more often hurt by the failure of an expectation that we have placed on somebody or something than the actual like action of what they did. So thank you, Anna Akana, for sharing that wisdom with me. It's definitely changed my outlook, and I'm just going to leave you with that for you to ponder and think about for yourself.